Hello, my dear friends, welcome to my new tutorial on how to make a cover for a suitcase. So first we need to measure the side part of the suitcase, and I will measure it exactly from the corner to the corner without any allowances to make a fabric exactly fitting between these two sides and stretching a little bit around the suitcase. So in my case it's 10 and a half, so I will make it 10 and I will divide it also in half, so I will write down 5 inches. Then I will measure the width of the front panel, and I will also measure from this exactly from the side to the side, so 18 inches. So this way I will have 5 inches for the half of the one side detail, 18 inches for the front detail, and 5 inches for the half of side details here. This way I will have a seam that will go through the handle, so I can pull them through the opening in the seams. And also I will create an opening over here for the telescopic handle to pull through. And then I will measure also the length of the front detail, front part, and I will measure it exactly from the side to the side without any allowances or an ease. So in my case it's 25 inches, so I will also write it down, and I will measure the width of the top detail, top panel, and I will also divide it by half. So 10 by half, it will be 5. So the seam will also go through the handle. So then I will fold fabric a half, making it absolutely flat. So I will have my sketch over here, my ruler, and the chalk. So this is the sketch that we need to cut on the fabric now. So you can see that this is like inner rectangle. This is the size of the front panel of our suitcase. So the width is 18. See, I divided by half, so 9 and 9. This is a half of the side on the one side, and this is a half of the side panel on the other side. This is a half of the top panel. So this one 5, this is 5, and this is 5 inches. You see, they are all 5 in my suitcases. And also at the bottom, this is a 5 inches plus 1. So I added 1 more inch for seam allowances for a zipper. See, and here I also marked a little bit with a dotted line how I will cut it after fitting to adjust this part. You will see it later on a fitting. We will adjust this shape. So for now I will cut it just straight how it is, so it will be easier to cut. So the entire size of the detail will be 28 on the width. See, so 5 plus 18 plus 5 over here, 28. And this entire measurement will be our 6 plus 25, the height or the length of the front panel, and then 5 inches over here. So the entire measurement on this side will be 36 inches in my case. So you just put here your measurements and you will see your also measurement on each side. And after cutting we have, you see, this is the width of the front panel of the suitcase. This is the height or the length of the front panel. Also we have 5 inches over here and over here for the half of the top and the bottom of the panel. And here we have a half of the side detail, which is 5 inches. And on the other side, we have also a half of the width of the another side detail, which is also 5 inches. So when we folded them a half, they will be exactly at the same length. You see these little corners. So then I will measure the length of the handle at the top, and I will mark it evenly from the central mark of the top detail. And I will make these little notches through all layers of fabrics. And I will also measure the length of the handle on the side panel, and I will also mark it evenly from the central mark of the side panel. See? And I will also make notches over here. And now I will sew together these little corners, you see, between side and top details on each layer of fabric. And then I will connect 2 layers of fabric along sides and the top edge. So here I will connect corners first. So now I will connect both details, right side to the right side, connecting the seams, you see, together along the corners. And I will sew together side seams and top seam, leaving the openings for the handles according to the notches. I will sew parts up to the first notch, then I will stop and continue from the second notch or the following notch, leaving the openings for the handles. And then I will overlock, you see, just the openings for the handles. See? So I will open them carefully and we'll just go around the edges. And now it's a time for a fitting. So we can see here that our handles fit very well through the openings and the top and on the side as well. I will also need to adjust the width of the front to the back details. See, at the bottom, you see, I will make it 3 inches narrow from both sides. So everything fits good. Then I will also need to mark the opening for the telescopic handle. So I will mark it this way with the pins. So then I can already transfer these marks on the wrong side with the chalks. See, marking the edges and the central line of this opening. So then I can remove marks and cut this opening. So I will fold it in half and making sure that everything actually even, and I will cut it to this mark. And I will also adjust the width of the bottom parts. You see, I will fold all layers together. And since I am making 2 suitcase covers at the same time, I will fold the second also and put them, all this like 8 layers together. I will mark, you see, at the bottom 3 inches mark, like more narrow mark, and then I will connect these marks with a gradual line. So then I will overlock all these bottom parts, all the edges that are not overlocked yet, basically. And also the opening for the telescopic handle as well. And then I will fold these overlocked edges and I will stitch it on the regular sewing machine. So I will sew around the handle openings and around the bottom parts of the side panels. And then I will attach a zipper to the bottom edges of the cover. So I will pin it first, and while pinning, I will stretch slightly fabric, you see, to leave some extra room for a cover to stretch around the suitcase. So I will make edges even, pin it in 3 places, then I pin another side, and I will stitch it on the regular sewing machine. And then I will cut the excessive zipper. I will fold the edges of the cut zipper in between seam allowances and the main fabric. I will fix them with the pins. And I will stitch top stitches along both sides of a zipper, fixing seam allowances with the zipper tape and also reinforcing this part of the suitcase cover. So then I will double check how everything looks. Also, I will check how zipper works. And then, when everything looks good and works good, I will iron it around the handle openings and the seams in general, stretching them and making them flat. And also around the bottom part where the zipper is. And now everything is ready, so let's wear our suitcase and check how everything looks and works. So our suitcase cover should fit tight on our suitcase, at the same time giving us an easy access to the each handle on each side. So this is exactly what we have over here. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please let me know by clicking the like button, and I'm looking forward to see you in my next video. Goodbye!